Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Dave, also known as the Lettuce Guy, and today I want to talk again about these tomatoes. I've had a few questions down in the comments section in my last video, and I'm going to get to those next. So this video is for you, working water micro farm. I'm going to answer your question on what varieties I like to use in my greenhouse. Not sure what's going on here. Alright, so we want to treat our hydroponic system like a well-oiled machine, and one of the most important things that we can do is start right with the right seed. So I'm going to be listing 4 different varieties for you that you can try in your hydroponic system that I've had great success with, experience outside in the field. One of them, like one of my biggest, what is that called? One of my biggest problems is leaf mold, okay? And you'll probably experience that too. So leaf mold is unique to greenhouses, so rule number 1 for varieties is you want to find a variety that is resistant to leaf mold, okay? You'll have an awesome season. You don't really experience a lot of blight in the greenhouse unless you bring it in yourself, or if you have leaves and stuff flowing in from the outside, blowing in from the outside. So rule number 1, find something with leaf mold. Rule number 2, find something that's indeterminate, meaning that it keeps growing, okay? We have all this space in this greenhouse, and we have these fancy hooks that we can use to lower and lean the tomatoes, and so they can grow up to 15 foot long. So rule number 2 is you want to find an indeterminate variety. All right, that's also very important. And rule number 3, if you're growing in the middle of the summer, in the summer heat, July and August, you want to have a variety that can set flowers and has pollen that's more resistant to the heat. Otherwise, you're going to end up having a bunch of green, lush tomatoes that don't have any flowers or tomatoes growing on it. So those are the top 3 rules. I have 2 tomato varieties that both weather the summer a little bit differently, and we're going to be talking about that, okay? So without any further ado, let's get into the varieties. This one right here is a gorgeous tomato. They all taste really well. This one is called Variety, and I'll have a link in the description. This one is for my earlier summer. It tends to set fruit better on the shoulder seasons. Oh, look at this dragonfly. Holy cow. He's just hanging out. Whoa. He gone. Alright, anyway. So, Variety. So it's a little bit better on the shoulder season, which is good, which is what we want, because we make a lot of money during the shoulder seasons. Oh, hey puppy. That's my boxer Trixie. We make a lot of money on tomatoes on the shoulder seasons because other people really don't grow them a whole lot. So these shoulder season tomatoes are very, very important to us and the farm. It also helps to keep us busy in the more off season. One more comment that I wanted to make before we finish this video. I wanted to say, send your questions to lettuceguy1@gmail.com, and I will use that as content for my videos. And so that way I'm sure that I'm answering the most pertinent questions that you need me to answer. You can also leave your questions in the comment section down below. And again, I will use those for to make videos and answer questions that you need answered in full detail. All right, this is my largest tomato. These grow up to and over a pound. This variety here is called Inspired. They have these huge, massive leaves, which helps them to be able to grow giant tomatoes and soak up lots of sun and nutrients. They do have a bit of a rib to them. These are massive and are great for sandwiches, okay? Now, these will set heavy amounts of fruit, and they basically will kick their own butts, and they'll crap out towards the end of summer. But that's okay, because these go really well at the farmer's market. At the end of summer, the farmer's market craps out. So, no big deal. Coming up here is Torero. It's kind of my midsummer tomato crop. They do really, really well in the middle of the summer. And also they set these heavy fruit clusters. Lots of medium-sized tomatoes. The Inspired tomato you should trim off and only leave 2 to 4. But these ones you can let go. They'll grow all of these out. There's 7 on that. They'll grow all of them out. I had some of these tomatoes the other day. They taste delicious. And they last a long time. Oh, there's a red one ready to go. This guy right here is my cherry tomato. They have these nice long clusters, lots of fruit. They are my first to yield every year. I've been growing the same exact variety every single year. It's called Sakura. It's very common, very popular. This will nearly outproduce my slicers. And I charge a little bit more per pound for them because they're a little bit more labor intensive. Drop my phone. Okay. They taste really, really good, and they're a little bit larger. They're not a grape sized tomato, so they can fill up a pint basket really, really easily. Okay. See, they're pretty large. They're very good. They're kind of sweet, and 2 of them fell off just there. I should not touch those again. Look at this big chain right here. It just keeps going. I always grow a variety of these heirlooms. Heirlooms actually do really, really well in a hydroponic system because they're really finicky and really picky, and so you can control everything really, really well, and so you get lots of really nicely shaped, beautiful, extra juicy, very, very tasty tomatoes. And the plants last a lot longer in the greenhouse too, because it's easier to take care of them. The leaves stay dry. You cannot find one of these heirloom tomatoes that is leaf mold resistant, unfortunately. So there will be a little bit of contagiousness, so to speak, but it's worth it. These are the ones that we can. These are the ones that we use for our own personal consumption. We don't sell a whole lot of them because everybody is selling a lot of heirlooms right now, although they're catching on and they're switching to some of these amazing greenhouse varieties that we grow. We've been doing it for years, growing these the traditional red slicers because everybody else grows the heirlooms, and now everybody seems to be catching on and switching to regular tomatoes because they get better yields, they last longer, and people like what they can recognize. Alright, so not only did my wife go up there and trim and harvest my tomatoes and go to the farmer's market, but she's also got the Traeger fired up and she's making me chicken. I'm so blessed. Oh. I got ADD today, I guess. So with that, I'm gonna let you guys go. Please like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff really helps the channel. Thanks for watching.